Hi friends, this is MD Vegan. Today I'm going to make cinnamon stars. Correct. Cinnamon stars with a very easy dough, just like an ordinary raw food cake dough with hazelnuts and apples. I have hazelnuts. I have dried apples here. This is about a cup, or maybe 1.5 cup. This is a bit more, but it doesn't really matter so much. It depends on what you like. The apple should be dry, so the cookies are easier to dry now in the dehydrator. If you want to dry it at all, I mean, as you see, it is dried apple, so it is already dry. But it makes a nice crisp if you give it a little bit more heat in the beginning. Then you won't heat it inside of the cookie first 2 hours. And I won't heat it more than 2 hours, so I can go up a little bit of the heat to make it nice, a nice crunchy cookie. But later to that later. The other thing that is important, the essential, is cinnamon, of course. Yeah, I have yes, 1 or 2 tablespoons, a nice quantity, and that's pretty much all I need. The rest I will show you later. First, I go to the procedure with making the dough. Okay, here my food processor, fitted with the S blade, you see, wave-like blade. That goes inside. First, that's important, hazelnuts. 1.5 cups. Oh, that's very quickly, you can watch. If you prefer the dough a little bit finer, you process it a little bit longer. See, that's what I would prefer now. This is a medium fine. If you go too far, then it will be marzipan almost. With the fat, the oil will come out of the nut. We don't want it. We don't want to have that. So I leave it in here and set it aside for a while because I want to prepare the apples. See, the apples, they would be in the food processor. They would be given a hard time to really process it. So I put it on my cutting board. I take a big knife, a chef's knife, and I give them a little bit of our treatment, just like this, to make it only a little bit smaller, the pieces, because it's sticky, as you can see. The sticking is important to make the dough stick together too. Usually I take dates for making the dough, for my tarts, for my cakes, for the crust, but this is for the cinnamon stars. It is nicer to have a little bit more, some zing in it. The apple is a little bit of sour, has a little bit of sourness, and the date I usually take to make the dough stick together is only sweet. The apple has both. The apple is the fruit that has the best harmony between sweet and sour. So it's also the most wanted fruit on the planet, the apple. So yeah, there are some good reasons. It's a little bit time, you need a little bit of time to prepare the apple by drying it. You put the apple, you cut the apple into small pieces, or you process it, and put it in a dehydrator and let it sit for a while there, and then until you have the right texture. So you see, I have a little bit to do here to prepare it, yeah. So, but that will be all right. Now I will put it into my food processor like this, you know. So here I show you, it's a little bit smaller than before, so it's easier for the processor to work it, to process it. And I take all of this out. I put my board a little bit over the brim, and now all goes in there. There you go. So this might work. plus cinnamon, of course. Cinnamon stars. Show you again. 2 tablespoons cinnamon. Now we can process, and this will take a little bit longer. It has to be a nice dough. A roll, a little ball has to build, and I will show you when it's done, and probably I will kick you out and take you back in at the end. So, see you soon. Almost done, because now, as you can see, it is not yet a dough, but it has a nice texture to be ready to be made a dough of. See? It's not sticky yet. See? It's not sticky. I can't make a dough of it. What do I need? Some water. So I will just go on and just have to hear the lid on top and take it off and put some water in while it's working. Use my water. I don't take too much because it just needs to be enough to make it a little sticky. Immediately almost, it is processed into a dough. It's sticky now. Yes, that's already done. That was it. Have you seen it so fast? Have a look. Just a little bit of water. And it's sticky. See? Put it onto my cutting board. And yes, on the cutting board. Side. And here I have prepared some coconut flour. And it's always nice to have this ready. And my rolling pin. See, rolling pin? Very nice to make it and roll it afterwards. So, but first, onto my cutting board. So, all of it. Now, let's see if that works. And if it doesn't work, I put it back into the machine, in the processor. But it looks nice. See, it works like a dough. See, it becomes a dough. Already very nice. I have to knead a little bit, massage it a little bit. That's always critical. If you want to make a dough in the classical way, this is the most important process. Now you need, of course, very good material. The ingredients have to be healthy and good and fresh as possible. Well, the dried apples here, but they are still live. So good ingredients, and if you have that, you need to knead it, like I do here. I have to be a little bit more careful not to throw it all away. And if it begins to be sticky on the cutting board, for example, then you have, the flour, the coconut flour. And then it begins to be a little bit less sticky, and it's easier to work, More. So. I have to go for a little more because it's still breaking apart again and again. You can see these little openings here, some roughness. Here, these openings, they should be completely massaged away. I can also take some more water to work it more into a dough. Let's try some water. And I can make it more dough-like. Yeah. one homogeneous dough. It's getting better, and this needs some patience. That's always, if you make a bread or a cake, something like that, the dough always is the critical moment. Yes, this is not bakery. I'm not really baking it in a hot oven. So it is a different question, because when you make it in an oven, you need to let the dough sit, for example. And there's flour and it needs to react and to change the texture and so by itself, by sitting and having quiet and calmness. This is a little bit different, because I won't bake it. I will just give it the form, the shape of a star. I hope I can show that to you soon. Let's try it now. A little bit more flour. Let's try that now. Let's try our best. The same I do with the rolling pin. Put some flour on top and I begin to roll it. Well, that seems to work. Always good to have some flour. It shouldn't stick, because the more you press it into the board, the more you will have a hard time to get it off. This is still easy. Yeah, it's still easy. So we have some nice stars already. Yeah, it's a nice star already. There's some holes here. You see the holes. I can close them with some dough from the sides. Very nice dough. So, you see how thick it is? How thin? My dough. Okay, that's to show you how it works. The rest I will show you later. Here's my star, my form. See? My neighbor gave it to me, because I didn't find mine, so I took this one from him, from her. Nice lady. So, just take it out. Let's see. That's my first star here. What do you think? That nice one? Let's see if it works with the others too. Maybe I put it on a plate. You can see it better. Make some more for you to see. And first, of course now I put the form so that I can use many dough, as many stars as possible to make it more economic. Yeah, they look nice. So here. And so it goes. The further it goes, the nicer they get. You see? Perfect stars almost. I will go on for a while, and then I put them into my dehydrator. This is the round one. You see? There's a hole inside where the air goes through, and that everything is reached. There's a ventilator, and I put the stars just in here, and let them dry for a couple of hours. And I come back and show you how to make the icing. See? So, be back in a couple of minutes for you, in a couple of seconds. In no time. For me it will take some hours to come back. So, fun. See you in a bit. The cinnamon stars are half done. So I dried them for maybe 2 hours. And this is what I got. First layer. Here. That's a cinnamon star. And all that's missing now is the icing. See, I put some more cinnamon on top, and the icing will go on the back. So, put it aside. And here, I have something to work with. I put the stars on here, and then makes the icing, and I put the icing on the stars, so if something falls down, it falls on a plate. It's easier in the end. So I put some stars here. The cinnamon is down, and the back is up. Oh, I need, just to show you, I just take 5 or so to show you. See, that's what it looks like now, ready to be iced. I put that aside for a while to prepare the icing. So the icing is very simple. It is made of coconut mousse, or coconut butter, as you like, here. And I melted it on a hot water, on the bath. See, here's the hot water, and here is the coconut mousse, and already melted. But I need to put some sweetener in it. Here I have some date mousse. I made that fresh, it's pretty liquid. And just blending dates and water, that's pretty much all. Less water usually, but for this I need a little more water, because if I put the date mousse into the coconut mousse, it can happen that the coconut mousse gets firm again immediately. For that reason I need some more water then. And here I have the third ingredient, some water. It's hot, not too hot of course, to keep it raw. And now I have a spoonful of the sweetener. Yeah, like this. Maybe that's enough to start with. And now I stir a little bit, and it's already getting firming. So that has not to happen, because then I couldn't put it onto the stars. So I have some water in. It's a little bit tricky now. It still wants to firm up, but if I take too much water, then there is no more firming at all. So that doesn't work either. It's still too little water. I need some more. Still too firm. Let's see. It looks better. Almost done. A little bit more water maybe. First I have to stir it to the homogeneous state. Let's see, some more water I need. I hope that will do. We'll see. Let's have a nice texture. Creamy, but still runny a little bit. That's the tricky part. So almost. A little bit more water I need. A little bit more. Yeah, a little bit more. You have to do that by feeling, just step by step. And keep the water warm below, so it helps too. So slowly, it gets the right texture, the right runniness. Okay, almost. Well, maybe a little bit more. Yeah, I show you because, when I did that first, I had a big problem and I thought, oh, it will never work. I have to take another sweetener or so. No, it's not the sweetener. It's the water you put in. It has to be plenty of water and not too much, the right amount. A little bit more I need, a little bit. Just a little bit. Let's see. have to be patient here. Yeah, now this looks good. So it's creamy and thick. I will show you a bit closer. This is what I would try now with. This seems good. It's still nice and runny. Can be still put on top of the cinnamon stars. So a little bulb on each of them. I have a little stick here to pull it to the sides. Whoops. Well, the first are always less beautiful than the last. Of course, we need some practice here. Already getting used to it. Could be a little bit more runny, I guess. But well. Not too much, maybe a small spoon would also do. Yeah. Now this is good. Make a small spoon now. That seems to work better. So I have a small quantity and I can adjust the quantity until I know how much I need exactly. So I do one more. And I feel that might be okay then, to show you, that was too much. So, to show you what it would look like. So, yeah. My cinnamon stars, my first attempts. I still a little bit gross here, gets finer, and in the end it will be very nice. I guess if I have a trick, I will know how to do it. And I show you the result in the end. A little photo. For that might be enough now, you know how to do it. You figure it out, you always have to figure it out. These kind of things are a little bit tricky, and you need a little skill and practice. But it's not too good, not too difficult. Well, enjoy, and probably you like the cinnamon stars. You can also subscribe to my channel, MD Vegan on YouTube. And then you'll have another recipe every single day. Well, see you soon.